It is game 6 of the NBA Finals, and my best bets are on the way. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. Let's do a recap of game 5. Marcus Smart over 24.5 PRAs. We need this bad boy. He ends with 25. Need a last-second garbage time layup to get it. Captures on the hook. Shout out to Marcus. Now, Katrina, my fiance, gave out her picks. She was 6-0. Did suffer her first loss. Andrew Wiggins over 1.5 threes. Guy shot on enough threes, just couldn't knock any of them down. We're going to keep getting back into it. This will be the final game of the NBA season. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe. We're still doing our daily NBA videos. Hopefully, we have another Game 7 video later on this weekend. Then, of course, we're doing our daily MLB videos. We got fantasy football content. We got NFL content. All of it coming your guys' way. Hit that subscribe button. Also, drop a like, too. If this is the final video of the NBA season, we appreciate you guys for always coming out and watching the daily videos. Now, at the end of the video, we would talk about my Prize Picks parlay and my Underdog parlay. Those are two sponsors for the channel. If you sign up for Prize Picks using code COS, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Great, cool incentive. All the details down below in the description. If you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, you also get, and use code COS or the link in the description, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Two great offers for you guys. If you want to take advantage of them, definitely do it. You can tail my parlay at the end of the video. We'll talk about some other prop leans. Now, of course, I have to shout out our All-Stars. We have one new one, Jack. Thank you for becoming an all-star. We appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the channel. But my last note, before we get into it, we're a one play from cashing away to get over that 40-unit mark on the year. We haven't hit it yet this season. We've 0-2 trying to cross the 40-point unit plateau. Can we do it today? We're calling on a guy by the name of Jaylen Brown. I'm taking his over 34.5 points, rebounds, assists, PRAs, minus 112 on Barstool Sportsbook. Now, if you need an individual line, I do know some sportsbooks are starting to roll out some rebounds and assists line. I like that line a lot, but if you don't have that, I'd lean towards his points. You'll understand why. Now, I was going to take his points at 23.5, but it's going to move to 24.5 in a lot of sports books. I don't really want to give a line that's going to change. And we look at Jaylen Brown. He loves to end on 34 on the dot. But let's talk about what we like this. Now, Jaylen Brown so far this series, hit or miss. Here's how he's performed. 36, 26, 41, 29, and 31 PRAs. So under in the last two games, under in total of 3 of 5, over in 2 of 5. So we need him to go over, and if he goes over today, then he'd be over in 3, under in 3. So that's exactly what the sportsbooks want. Now, in Game 5, Jaylen, he shot about as well as if I would be chucked out there. He went 5 for 18 from the field, 0 for 5 from three-point line. Look, yet his lines remain the exact same. They've even gone up in some stats. But we look at he had a similar game in Game 2. He shot 5 for 17 from the field. Terrible shooting day. The next game, he came back, shot 9 for 16, going 27 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 41 PRAs, the most he's had so far this series. So I'm projecting a bounce back for Mr. Jaylen Brown today. He purely has to bounce back, or else Celtics will be out of the playoffs. They're not going to win this game if he doesn't play well. Now, Mark, we look at Jaylen Brown. He's had 4 30% or worse shooting games so far this postseason. The fourth one being that Game 5 performance. In the previous 3, he responded with 30, 25, and 27 points. So I expect the points to be there. Jaylen Brown should be able to get us at least 22 to 25-ish points. I also expect him to get a lot of rebounds and assists. You'll understand why. Now, for starters, Jaylen Brown's playing a ton of minutes. The man played 44 minutes in Game 5. He's going to play 38-plus minutes in 4 or 5 games this series. We saw him do a similar thing against the Heat in the last round. The guy was playing 44, 46 minutes in the last couple games of that series as they went on to a Game 7. Obviously, this is an elimination game. He's going to be out there. Jaylen has had 35-plus PRAs in 9 of 14 games, 38 or more minutes played. He's going to play the minutes today. That's what he's going to do. And we look at last game, Game 5, when he had 44 minutes. He had 18 rebound chances, I believe the most on the Celtics, and 8 assist chances. This is a guy that also is known for passing more at home. They're obviously at home in Boston. This is a guy that's averaged 18.6 rebound plus assist chances so far this series in 37.8 minutes per game. So we think about it, he's playing 44 minutes. It would be no surprise to see those 18.6 average go up a little bit with more minutes, 6-7 more minutes played in this game potentially. He didn't take a rest in the second half of Game 5 until the last minute or whatever, when they took all the guys out. So we should see Jaylen Brown play a ton of minutes today. I really think he bounces back. Taking his over 34.5 PRAs. If you have 23.5 points, I don't mind that. If you also want to take his over and 10.5 rebounds plus assists, I think that's a pretty good angle. We could see him get a ton of rebounds and assists today, which would really help out our PRA line. So that's what we're riding with Mr. Jaylen Brown. Hurt me good. Taking your over 34.5 PRAs to go over the 40-unit mark. Now, let's move into Trina's pick. We're going to go to my game pick as well, because Trina likes the Warriors +4. I like the Celtics -4. So we have a classic battle. Battle of the fiancés. Let's see if we can take her down. The loser sleeps on the couch. Kind of joking, but either way, this game could go either way. We see her pick Warriors +4. I don't ask for any analysis. I don't need to know any analysis. She's just picking, basically throwing a dart, which is 6-1, which is quite surprising. But look, the Celtics win this game if they don't turn over the ball. We've seen those stats. What, they're 13-2 when they have 15 or less turnovers this postseason, like 1-8, 1-9 when they don't. Like, if they don't turn over the ball, they'll be victorious, and I don't think they will turn it over. I just don't think it will. So Trina thinks they will. Trina thinks the Warriors get it done and potentially win this game, potentially close out the NBA Finals. But I think the refs will be on the Celtics side. We could see them push it to a Game 7. That's all I want. I just want a Game 7. That's all I'm asking for. So I like the Celtics by -4. She likes the Warriors +4. Either way, someone in the South Soul's winning. One of us is going to be a loser. But I hope, let me know who you guys like down below in the comments. I'm curious what you guys are riding with. Let's move on into some parlays. Let's talk about these guys. And we're going to go with the Prize Picks parlay first. As always, if you sign up for Prize Picks using code COS, you get a 100% deposit match. Now, I like this one. We got Jaylen Brown over 34.5 PRAs. I already talked about that enough. Look, I don't need to talk about it more. But let's talk about the other two legs. Robert Williams over 7.5 points. We'll start with him. Now, I'm going to do with this one on, you'll see my Prize Picks and Underdog parlays are a little bit different because the lines are a little bit different on both of these two respective apps. But Robert Williams over 7.5 points. It is 8 points on Underdog, but 7.5, I really like that. It's like -150 on some sportsbook. Robert Williams has been doing pretty well. When he gets the minutes, he's going to score this more often than not. I think he's going to get the minutes today. Should play, I don't know, 25, 30 minutes. When he's played 25 or more minutes, including the playoffs, he's hit this over in 22 of 25 games, of his last 25 games with that many minutes. I think he's going to get that many minutes today. They're going to need him on the court. Must-win game. I think Robert Williams gets those minutes, and I think he does well. Now, Kevon Looney over 14.5 PRAs. Now, Looney hurt us good in Game 5. Granted, he hurt a lot of people because he had, 3 fouls in his first 3 minutes, barely played in the first half, ended up playing like 13 minutes in the second half. Now, I do anticipate he plays more minutes today, only 17 minutes in Game 5. I think he plays a little bit more in Game 6. And look, you're getting a discount at 14.5. I know he only had 9 PRAs in Game 5. I think he bounces back today. We've seen him play pretty well. I think he does it. I like Kevon Looney's over in PRAs. If you need an individual prop, I think he's over in rebounds at 6.5. I think that's a pretty solid look. But I'm riding with that. Now let's hop into my Underdog parlay, which I will include my Underdog and some other prop leans. Obviously here, I like all these plays. I'm only obviously running with Jaylen Brown's over in PRAs, but I do like these other ones that we're going to talk about. Now, obviously, sign up for Underdog. Use code COS or the link in the description for a 100% deposit match. Now, Jaylen Brown's the first leg. Jaylen, we're going to need you to hit your leg because we need that for both the parlays. But Draymond Green under 7.5 points. I know a lot of people will be fading Draymond. I'm fine with fading him. I liked his PRA under as well. But I think there's a little bit more edge on the points under. We saw him really struggle in his 2 games in Boston. What did he score? 2 points in each of them. He really struggled there. He had 8 points in the last game, all in the first half. And then he didn't score. He didn't shoot a single time in the second half. I don't think Draymond's going to shoot a lot on the road. He'll be getting heckled by fans. Obviously, he could be in foul trouble. Could be getting ejected. Who knows what could happen. But Draymond Green, 8 points, asking a lot from him on the road, which needs a lot more from Stephen Curry. Klay Thompson, it's Game 6. Is he going to show up? I don't really know. Jordan Poole obviously shooting a bunch. Andrew Wiggins suddenly become really great. I just don't think Draymond Green has 8 points in him. I like his under 7.5 points. That's why I like it for this Underdog parlay. But my last leg, Marcus Smart over 15.5 points. We took Smart's PRA line in game set 5. Yeah, he barely hit that. He easily hit this points over. He hit it in the third quarter. We didn't need him to clutch up in the fourth. But Marcus Smart, like Jaylen Brown, like Jason Tatum, he's going to play a ton of minutes today, and he's going to shoot a lot. There's really, you see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown getting doubled a lot on their drives, kicking it to Marcus Smart. He gets a lot of open opportunities. He's at home. It's big time. Normally, Marcus Smart shows up in those big time games. I think he knocks down some points. I just think he knocks down some threes. I think over 15.5 points, pretty good look. He's hit this in 4 or 5 games this series. The one game he didn't, played like 25 minutes. Didn't shoot well from the field. I think he plays pretty well. At 20 points in the last one. I think he steps up, plays pretty well in this one. So I really like Marcus Smart over 15.5 points. I like both those 2 parlays. Hopefully they hit. As always, sign up for both those sports books or both those apps using code COS and get a 100% deposit match. We certainly would appreciate another way to help support the channel. But that's going to end it for this video. I did want to say this is the final game of the NBA season. I really appreciate you guys all, voice crack and all. I appreciate you as always for supporting our videos and watching them, whether you're downloading the podcast form, listening over there, or watching our MLB videos, watching all the content. We really appreciate it. Or even showing up to the weekly live stream, which we had it earlier today, but technically on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Look, we appreciate you guys. We can't do it without you guys. I don't know how many subscribers we had at the beginning of the NBA season, but that was when I quit my job. I was able to go full time, and you guys have made this dream come true. I'm looking forward to this upcoming NFL season, college football season. We'll maybe even start doing some NHL next year. Like, there's a lot of content coming your guys' way. If there's any content you guys want to see, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you guys as always for supporting it. You guys have supporting us, me and Logan. We appreciate you guys so much. So look, if this is the final game of the NBA season, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully we can go over that 40 unit mark. Hopefully you see me back again Saturday night as the final game 7 would be on Sunday. Appreciate you guys as always. Thank you guys. I can't say it enough. You guys are the real MVPs. We love you guys all out there. Thank you guys as always for supporting us. Hopefully Jaylen Brown cashes. Hopefully those 2 parlays cash. Thank you guys again. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully the next one. If not, you'll see you in the MLB videos. Peace.